Okay, hello everybody, and welcome to something completely different. Should just call myself Monty Python. But so we are going to be featuring a super awesome, radical new game called Neon Lords of the Toxic Wasteland. And I'm going to let the creator introduce himself and tell us a little bit about the game. We're going to be covering character creation today. I'm going to act as if I don't know anything about the game and I'm just sitting down at the table for the first time. And who better to teach us about the game and how to create a character than the creator himself? So, Brian, tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about the game.
Hello, I am Brian. I made Neon Lords of the Toxic. Can you see that? Okay.
Yep.
I made the game Neon Lords of the Toxic Wasteland, and basically, it is the Earth millions of years into the future where magic and technology collided and made a cool world that we like to call the gnarly age. And so the technology is still pretty much like the 80s, but a little bit more advanced with some magic mixed in. And from there, it's basically the basic edition of D&D rules from the 80s, added a little bit of extra stuff to it. And try to think of what else. There's a lot going on. It's like 250 some page book. There's a shit ton of stuff.
Yeah, there is a lot going on. Brian and I have been talking throughout his completion of Neon Lords, and we've grown a little bond and friendship. And I think that the QSR rules are available on DriveThruRPG right now, and the Quick Start rules are over 100 pages because he gives you all the different classes, and there's weapons and all kinds of stuff in there, and it's pretty comprehensive. But today we're going to cover character creation. And so I guess first things first, Brian, is where should we start? I know a lot of people like to start with the abilities. Should I start with a name, all that stuff, or?
Yeah, let's do a name. That sounds good.
So okay, so I think I want to call myself Reglor. And so, all right, so the next thing, I guess we'll start at level 1 or 0?
We are starting at level 5 for this adventure.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, by the way, we will be doing a complete adventure one-shot on July the 31st. And I'm not going to actually be in it, so this is going to be a throwaway character. But I just want everyone to see how easy it is and how cool it is to make a character in Neon Lords of the Toxic Wasteland. But we're gonna have Brian's gonna lead the game. We're gonna have Jared from Hypersigil Games, who made Dissonizmics and Hypnagogic Jerks. We're gonna have 2 people from Mythical Rollers. We'll have Michael Harmon, the artist for Tomb of Immolation. And then
he's in this book too.
Oh, he is?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
I can
Nice.
scan right to it.
Nice.
I know exactly where it is.
Let's see his art. And we'll also have... Nice. Yep, that's got his name written all over it.
And his name written on it.
And then we're going to have Cthulhu Cakes, who is in the chat with us right now on the Zoom call. He will be playing with us as well. I'm going to be acting as director and producer. But anyway, make sure you tune in on Twitch on the 31st if I can get it to work. If not, we're going to have a really awesome video for you on YouTube. Okay, so I have my name. I'm going to be starting at level 5.
Yeah, let's do level 1.
Okay.
I forgot you're a throwaway character, so just make it a little easier, and then we can kind of go over the level upping process after.
Sure. And
Cthulhu, you're going to be a Bruticorn, right?
Yes.
I remember. Okay.
I am.
yeah, I was going to pick
Hell
Bruticorn as just an option for this one. But
listen to all your options.
Yeah,
Maybe
let's go over all 1,000 options we have.
11.
100. 1100.
Well, yeah, 11 in the book, one hidden class, and then there's one that's in a mini zine that's coming out. So there's like 13 official classes.
Damn. Hardworking man. All right, well, let's go over the classes then. What classes do we have?
All right, so we have the Bruticorn, which we talked about briefly, is the bicorned bicorn cybernetic gang banger. You can be a cosmic barbarian, a dual wielding barbarian who snorts cosmic rocks to get high. Cyber Skin is Reagan clone they found deep into under Neoterra XX in pods and stuff. Deathbringer is a fighter class. It kind of sucks for him. He doesn't get much love because he's just a reskinned fighter with a couple of extra skills and stuff. Dwarfling, dwarf and halfling, super lucky class. Heather's the Hellcat Eradication and Termination Heavy Enhanced Rangers. They're kind of just like a good shooty stabby class. Holy Smiter, typical paladin cleric who can worship Lord Randy the Savage One. Night Stalker is your ninja, your 80s ninja thief rogue class archetype. Skulljammer is a dungeon hacker, which is interesting. Starspawn is your psychic class that has a bunch of different psychic abilities. And the War Wizard is a magic user where he gets his magic from a demon lord.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. So, I think... What was it? Was it Skull Hacker? Skull Crasher? Skull Hacker?
Skulljammer.
Skulljammer. Let's go with that.
Okay, so we will do Skulljammer. Well, we'll come back to this after we do the other steps.
Sure thing. All right, so I know that my name is Breglor. I'm a level 1 Skulljammer.
All right, cool. So now you need to roll 3d6 for each of your 6 ability scores.
Okay, I can do that. So just go down the list?
Yep, so burliness.
Oh, I got a 14.
Okay, well, you might not want to be a Skulljammer. Well, hold on. So that's something. So then prowess. Roll your 3d6.
10.
Okay. Endurance.
7.
All right. Brains.
8.
Attitude.
3. 9. 15. Sleaze. What's next? Yep, sleaze.
What'd you get for attitude?
I got a 15.
That's not bad. That's good. Yep, sleaze.
3. 8. That's 13.
13. What's it got next on the
Fortune.
sheet? I don't remember.
Fortune.
Fortune. All right.
6. Oh boy. Oh, I got a 15 for fortune.
Nice.
And then class ability, same 3d6.
Yep.
6, 3, 5. Okay, so that's 14. Damn, I didn't do too bad. These
not bad.
Die Hard dice roll pretty well.
And then there is okay, yeah. So now you can take like all your whole like down the list, and you could swap one set of numbers with another just one time if you want to.
I think I'm gonna swap. think I'll swap. Oh no. Yeah, I think I'll swap my brains with my burliness. So I'm gonna make my burliness 8 and my brains 14.
Yeah, makes sense. It does say it in here somewhere. I don't know where.
That's why people need to buy the book.
Right? Maybe it doesn't.
You have to find out. The only way to do that is to buy the book.
True.
Okay, so now I have
That is
burliness at
true.
8, power at 10, or I'm sorry, prowess at 10, endurance at 7, attitude 15, brains 14, sleaze 13, fortune 15, and class ability 14.
Yep. Okay, it does say it. So yeah, roll 3d6 for each ability straight down the line, swapping 2 of the results once.
Gotcha. Done.
Got it. All right, sick. So we go back up to our list, and then you choose your class. You want it to be Spelljammer.
Yep, Skull Hammer.
Yeah, and then you can roll your class ability points, but we already did that. So that works out. So then we are all done here. We go to hairstyles, and you get to choose your cool hairstyle that you want to wear.
Oh my god. All right. So this is going to be a random table, right? If I want to just roll, I could roll.
Well, there's 22 hairstyles.
Holy hell. Okay. I'm going to go with the beard.
You're number 6.
Yep.
Mountain Man.
Yep.
All right, so you can hide a small object in the beard, but it's always dirty and full of crumbs, so it gives you a +2 to your sleeves, and you look like a hobo.
Nice. So I'm going to put that in notes, right?
Yeah, and then you add the 2 to your sleeves, and then, yep. I think there's a hairstyle line, isn't there? Or no? Up by the name and stuff?
Yes, actually there is. Sorry.
No, you're good. I haven't seen that sheet in forever.
All right, I just put on there hairstyle mountain man. Is that what it's called?
It is the Mountain Man C.
Gotcha. All right, and I'm going to put a note on here. Hide small things in beard. And big thank you to, I guess I'm not going to say his name because he doesn't like people to say his name. But the God, the god for Mythical Rollers, for making this a fillable sheet.
Yep.
It's awesome. Hide small things in beard. Always looks dirty. Sounds like me.
And then, we got to go to our class and see if you gained anything.
I'm sorry, add 2 to my sleeves, right? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Okay, so now I'm up to 15.
I don't think you gain anything from any of them, really. Yep. All right. Yeah, you don't really gain any extra from your abilities, so we'll go back up, see what the next step is. Roll up your hit points. So for a skull jammer, we're looking at 1d4.
1d4. That sounds like I'm not going to live too long.
Generally, no.
Oh, I rolled a 4, though. These diehard
Nice.
dice. So my hit points is 4. All right.
Sweet. All right. And then we will go back up real quick, see what the next step is. Roll your starting gold and snag up all the additional stuff you may need on top of your starting gear. Don't forget to hire some dudes for hire. All right. So we'll go back, find out what you get as a skull jammer starting out. In your starting equipment, you get a dagger or 1 brass knuckle.
I think I'm going to go full punk and do brass knuckles.
All right. You get a carbon vest.
Okay, hold on. Under items, brass knuckles. Carbon vest. Okay.
You get a Cyberwave 89 tape deck.
To those people who are watching, if you didn't grow up in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, you're probably not going to get a lot of these references. But from what I see, this stuff is making a comeback, Brian. So, you might be trend setting something right now.
Maybe. You never know.
Yeah.
I could have prophesized the future.
You're right. Lord Randy be praised.
Yeah, right? That'd be wild. So, I want to say recon drones got cut from this version, so ignore the recon drone.
Gotcha.
You get a tape deck with 3 hacks on it.
Tape deck, and under description, I'm just going to write 3 hacks.
Yeah, we'll get the hacks after this.
All right.
And then starting gold is 2d6 times 10 of additional stuff you want.
Oh, a 1 and a 5. So 6 times 10 is 60.
Gold.
And is there any specific spot I should put the gold, or just put it in the loot?
I think there's a spot for gold. Is there not?
I don't see one on here. The only ones I have left are hit dice, speed, armor class, and then the action spells, the mutations, grit, agility, resolve, and death.
Where I had a gold. Oh well. We could just do it in the loot.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, look at that. Got right back up to it. So yeah. All right. So before we get into let's see your rad abilities as a skull jammers. You got a neural net data input that you underwent a very dangerous operation, and so you can plug your deck directly into your brain. It enables the deck to power up in any environment, enable a faster CPU, and most importantly, use the Skulljammer's body as an antenna to receive the computer waves. Because in Neoterra, the internet flows on computer waves because science.
Wow. So I'm putting that in the mutations class abilities and class abilities.
It's up to if you want, you can, just so you remember, but they're all listed in the rad abilities for your class.
Gotcha.
Then you got last ditch effort is through the neural net data input. The Skulljammer can spend brains points on a hack check. In addition, the Skulljammer can spend hack points to regain lost brain points. They can only spend up to their original amount and can't go over. So worst case scenario, if you're failing a hack check and you have no class ability points or whatever, you need to put some brain into it, you can hack some of your memories away and make sure you get that spell off. Well, spell hack. Then you get
sort of like in Call of Cthulhu when you can spend luck to help with a roll. Okay.
I mean, but that's luck. You have luck too.
Okay. But
yeah, it's essentially the same thing. So then you got synthetic spells. The Skulljammer can attempt to copy any spell from other magic users. This can be very dangerous and might result in bad things. However, the spell can pack a hell of a punch.
All right.
Okay. Hack checks is pretty much how you cast a hack. You got to roll the d20, and then your hack check for level 1 is you cast at a 14, so you have to roll higher than a 14.
DC 14 for hack check.
Yep. And then let's find out which hacks you got.
Let's do it. I'm going to put these in... I guess I would put these in spells, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not a war wizard. Hacking. Okay. So roll 1d10 3 times, ignoring the duplicates.
So total of 16.
Well, no. So it's
sorry.
no, you're good.
So it was a 6, a 4, and a 7.
6474. You get Holocast as your first hack. Your second hack is Laser Light Show. And your third hack is Payload. We'll go over each one.
I spelled laser with a Z. Does that make me more radical?
I spell it with a Z and everything.
All right.
So Holocast. So it's a level 1 hack. The duration is 1d4 plus your level. So obviously 1d4 plus 1. It's got a 50-foot range, and you have to use a hack check to successfully cast it. And it casts a holographic rendering of the Skulljammer in any space up to 50 feet away. Monsters will attempt to attack the hologram, and NPCs 5 feet away will notice that it's a fake.
Nice. So,
Yep.
So underneath attack modifier, I should put 1d6 plus 1. On attack modifier, right next to where it says name, there's under attacks and spells, it says name, and then attack modifier, range, and then damage. For the attack modifier, should I put 1d6 plus 1?
Let me see what your attack mod is. I want to say you don't get one, really. Your attack is a +0.
Okay. So it doesn't matter what it is. It's just it's the whole way down is just gonna be +0.
Until you reach level 3, and then you'll get a +1.
Gotcha. So no damage per se. It's just monsters are tricked.
Yeah. Yep, it just tricks them into thinking, but by when they get close to it, then they realize it's fake. So
Gotcha.
that's why it's a 50-foot. All right, so then you got Holocast, Laser Light Show, level 1 hack. It's instant. It's got a 30-foot range in a straight line. There's no hack check, which is good because it shoots the laser from the tape deck in a straight line from the Skulljammer up to 30 feet away. The laser does 2d4 explosive damage, well, neon blast damage. And then, Skulljammer rolls a 1d20 to hit with the laser. So neon blast damage, 2d4 damage explosive is you roll 2d4s, and any 4s you roll, you keep rolling until you stop hitting 4s.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it could potentially deal a lot of damage. So Laser Light Show, and you said Payload was your last one, right?
Yep.
So level 1 hack, instant, 5-foot range. There is a hack check for it. Skulljammer can hack any firearm, enabling it to fire with max lethality. Until the weapon has to be reloaded, each round deals an additional 1 damage.
Man.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that one is pretty cool.
How about a buddy? So, got your hacks in order. And then we go up to the thing I can show you real quick. So, hacks known by level is right here underneath the advancement table. So, once you go to the next level, you learn a second level hack. And then third level, 4 level 1s, 2 level 2s, 1 level 3, and so on and so forth until the 5th level, or 10th level, rather.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is a lot like D&D, just with a different set and setting.
Yeah. It's based off of the bones, the D&D bones, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And then the advancement table is like damn near close to the how BX does it.
Mm-hmm.
And then each level, it depends. And then your save throws are determined by your level 2. Like a level 1 Skulljammer against the death save throw is a 15 versus the level 10 Skulljammer, his death save throw is a 10.
Mm-hmm.
And so forth and so on. And
Nice.
then the bigger you eventually can actually attack with a weapon, but it's not really what he does.
Yeah. He's more the brains of the operation.
Yep, exactly. So you said you got 60 gold?
60 gold.
All right, so we can. Oh, well, we should probably figure out your AC because you have a carbon vest to get a +3. In a base, so then a base, anyone wearing armor not wearing armor has an AC of 9. So a base AC of 9 plus 3 is 12. So you have an AC of 12.
Okay.
And then what's the old carbon vest? Constructed out of carbon fibers, this plastic-looking light armor is perfect for sneaking. Not to mention, it has that new car smell. Always important. So then, well, you can't afford any guns. Well, nope, not even a filthy herald. Old stubby apparently can't buy. I don't know why there's no price for it. I'll have to look that up. So we'll go to the old Bixby one-stop shop. You can get yourself some bubble gum or some Blastoid candy chunks or some blended Brainiac soup.
And do these things actually affect anything, or are they more if you can use them in a clever way if you're in a jam kind of things?
A little bit of both. So bubble gum is for when you've come for 2 reasons, obviously. Kick ass and chew bubble gum. So bubble gum, like you could, if you're smart, with it, but then like what I say, Blastoid candy chunks. So need a burst of Sugar Rush, but don't want the action to stop. Grab a bag of Blastoid brand candy chunks. Choke down a bag of these patent-pending shards of pure energy. As a free action, you can down a bag and gain the Sugar Rush condition until the next turn. So let's go to the conditions and find out what Sugar Rush does. Sugar Rush. While on a Sugar Rush, the PC gains an additional plus 5 feet to movement speed, an additional +1 to attacks, and a +1 to AC. These bonuses last for 1 turn, then comes the crash. The turn right after a Sugar Rush, the PC suffers a -5 to movement speed, a -1 to attacks, -1 to the AC. It may set off the crash by taking more items, granting the Sugar Rush condition. However, the crash will catch up, and the PC suffers turns of crash equal to the number of turns they had with Sugar Rush.
Oh, man. Kind of like an actual Sugar Rush.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So,
let's see where...
Before we get back into the character creation, Brian, a lot of one of the things that really dragged me towards Neon Lords, other than, talking to you and getting to know you, was the artwork.
Right.
Now, we talked about Michael Harmon. Is there any other... obviously there's other artists, but is there one main artist for the game, or did you have, just put out an all points bulletin and whoever wanted to throw some art could submit some?
So it was kind of Mustafa, he's kind of like my partner right now and my main go-to guy. He did about 80% of the artwork. Moose right there. He did a lot of it, and then he got kind of famous in the OSR world. He did a shit ton of other books and got bogged up. So I went out and I would be on Instagram, and Ross Hayes on Instagram, Robot Handsome, I think his name is. He was doing killer work, so I was like, I got to get something from him. So I chatted him up, and Chris Carmen the same way. John DeSantos did some work for us. He did the War Wizard and stuff. He was on the stream at +1 with Tony Vacinda.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got him. And then Diogo is super famous. And so he did our Kickstarter cover and the additional character. So if you go, each character has a Mustafa character, and then it has... How embarrassing. It's not there for that one. But there is an extra. I know where that one is. There's an extra Brutal Coin. I just didn't have room for it. So Cosmic Barbarian. You got the Mustafa Cosmic Barbarian. Then you have a Diogo Cosmic Barbarian. You got the Mustafa Cyber Skin. And then you got the Diogo Cyber Skin.
Gotcha.
You got the Mustafa Deathbringer. Yeah. And then Diogo's insane Deathbringer there.
God damn, that's crazy.
Pulling the mutant's head right off. So then, who else we got? Chris Carmen did the Bixby Snyder art,
Yeah, I love that.
which is insane. He's like phenomenal. Okay, so then Lucas, he did our DM screen and this little like guy on the skateboard here that's on the DM screen. He actually did our logo, like all of our logos that you see for Neon Lords. He did all those.
Nice.
Eric Webb, my buddy Eric, did an infernal machine in Hell World. Paul Caprio did the Untlick sword that's on the back of the book, and then in the Fantastic Items, Michael Harmon did the Skulljammer. Ed Bickford has a picture in The Adventure. I can go right to that real quick. It's just like the art is so pivotal. I don't mind talking about it for a minute. Like it's a big deal. Like to have like art was a big deal for me. Like I wanted I wanted what I wanted, and I got what I wanted.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Well, and also too, when it comes to this kind of like nostalgia, you want it to look like what it looked like.
Yep.
Kind of when you were growing up.
Exactly. So yeah, so I knew what I wanted. There's the Ed Bickford art.
Nice.
It's kind of hard to see with the thing, but yeah, like a little bit in there. Space Truckers Must Die is the adventure. But yeah, and then I saw like another Ross Hayes one down here. There's like just art everywhere. Mustafa did all of the splash pages for each section.
That's so cool. That looks like a comic book cover right there.
Yeah, it's actually over the top. The Sylvester Stallone movie. That's actually literally like the exact setup of the movie poster.
Nice.
It was like it's weird. I don't know. I never realized there's that guy in the middle. Like being all wild, but yeah, there really is if you look at it.
Well, I don't want to give too much away, but that thing that you sent me was, the things that you were saying alluded to a famous movie that, I've watched 1,000 times when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And it was the same exact cover, just with, your hero and the monsters outside instead of...
We can talk about it. It's out there. I say, thirsty for more cover. I don't know if it.
So
Home Alone.
Yeah, so it's just like the Home Alone poster.
Yep.
You know what would be really awesome, and I don't want to give you any more work, but if you're doing movies, I mean, Die Hard.
Yeah, it's not. I definitely want to do something Die Hard related for sure.
Neon Toxic Towers.
Yeah, I don't know what I don't know what I would do yet.
Yeah, I mean, you've worked hard on this book, man. All the layout and everything you did yourself.
Yep, I did all the layout myself.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was insane. And then here's the map. So like we could put Nakatomi somewhere in there.
I've never seen this. You never sent me this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I like the Mount Rushmore thing you got going on.
Yeah, we dubbed it Mount Crushmore.
And the monster in the lake.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, Moose did all that. That was an endeavor.
Man, that's crazy.
But yeah, we can put her in there somewhere. And then I broke it down into all the places of interest.
Man, so you really got rich with the lore of, creating the story around it. That's good.
So there's a whole lore section right after there's Untlick.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, he's awesome artist too. So after all the fantastical items, you get into some lore. It talks about Terror X, the Techno Lich, and the President, and the Action Extreme team, and then it goes into the history of the world, and then it goes into the places of interest, and then Hell World it talks about, and then it goes into the monsters and stuff.
Dude, that's so cool, man.
Yep. This is the print copy in case anybody's wondering why I have all the this is the one that's getting sent out to the printer. That's why it looks all funky.
So good, man. Buy the book. Anyone watching or listening, do yourself a favor. Go to the Game Found, which the link will be in the description of the video. Buy the book. People are still able to buy the book, I'm assuming?
Yep. People are still buying it. So it's going to be up for probably until the end of the month, I think.
Okay. And after
And then,
after that, will people be able to get it from like drive-through or?
The PDF will be available at drive-through for about $20, and then I'll have book copies. I'm going to figure out how to get out to people to sell. I'll have extra copies.
Cool.
So then, yeah. So what were we doing? Oh yeah, items.
Sorry,
So
we got on a
good.
tangent about the art. I love the art.
All good.
I love the artwork.
Yeah, me too. I don't mind talking about it. So you could get yourself a fanny pack if you wanted. That's 10 gold. It grants you to use 2 predetermined items during combat as a free action. I don't know what you would use, but you could put like an energy drink in there, like a glug chug or a mutant energy or some lactoplasm or a jellied meat treat brand jellied meat in a can.
I think that how much is the blasting candy?
Blastoids candy chunks is 1 gold piece per bag.
So I think I'm gonna have to get a fanny pack.
Yep.
And then how much was the fanny pack? 10?
10 gold piece.
Okay, so that takes me to 50, and I think I'm gonna get. If I'm gonna go for a sugar rush, and if I'm the brains, and I don't have very much burliness, and my endurance is low, I think I might need that extra sugar. So I'm gonna get 30 pieces of the candy, which will take me down to 20 gold, and I'll have a little extra to maybe pay somebody off if they're about to kick my ass.
Yeah. Just remember, though, in the wastelands, they don't take gold pieces; they take human teeth. Is the currency.
Oh man, it's a good thing I got 10 fingers and 10 toes.
Exactly. So gold may not get you far out there.
Man, what about gold teeth?
I never thought about that. That's true. I never thought about that.
That's all right. Whoever gets the game, put it into your game and let Brian know how it works out for you.
Yeah, that'll work. I got too much going on.
Yeah. All right, so I got myself a fanny pack and I got 30 pieces of candy. I think I'm going to be good for right now for a level 1.
Yeah, that should be good because you can't buy any of these hyper luxurious items like the mega pump kicks or you could. No, you couldn't. Yeah, you can't afford it. Sorry. You could get hey, if you go to Whammy Burger and get a super sloppy combo meal, you can get yourself a free pair of Whammy Burger promotional shades.
Nice.
If you really wanted.
Now, as part of combat, would we be able to, if somebody did have those mega pump kicks on and we slaughtered them, could we take their shoes?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Nice.
Yep. So then you can't afford it, but usually there's... you could get a meat shield. He's 2 silver pieces. I'm probably going to bump that number up. I feel like that's too cheap. That should probably be gold piece, actually. But yeah, you could get yourself a meat shield. A nameless meat shield holds torches, pokes stuff with a stick, or acts as a human pack mule. They won't fight and will flee if shit hits the fan. If a PC dies in the presence of the meat shield, they run to safety and retire. They have 1 HP and a 9 armor class, 16 on all their saves, and they are equipped with a 10-foot pole. They can carry 5 slots worth of stuff.
That's a little scary, though, because if the shit hits the fan and they're holding all your shit, then
they're bouncing.
Then you're out of shit.
You're out of shit. Exactly.
Nice.
So yeah, you can get. There's a bunch. There's meat shields, lackeys, goons, scroll jockeys, and you can get like an archer, a glam lord. It's like a haircut. You can change your hairstyle. Mages, pickpockets, potions masters, spazzes. They're battle crazed druggies addicted to crack, and you can get a spaz with a shotgun. There's a spaz with a shotgun, and so, or you can get yourself a mercenary, which they all vary in price because they're randomly generated with their appearance, demeanor, and what abilities they have or what they're packing. They're generally about 3d6 times 10 gold, but if they have a plus sign in their appearance or their abilities, it adds an additional 10 gold per additional perk, because sometimes they're either like overly handsome, so obviously like they're gonna ask for more money, or they have like, this guy's equipped with a slasher and a mecha fist. The mecha fist is like a power, like in 40K, it'd be like the power fists. It's like a giant fist that just like punches through shit, and it's like does insane amount of damage.
Damn.
Or like a necro blade is kind of like a vorpal sword, so it can like just instantly kill somebody. So like obviously like he's like way more expensive. Damn. But yeah. So mercenaries are fun. Depends on what you got going on, what the gig is all about.
How long did it take you to plan and write all this stuff? How long has Neon Lords been in the works?
It's about 2019. So 2 years it took me to get it completely done.
Nice.
Yeah, so not that bad.
Yeah, I mean, every time I talk to you, you're working on it. So
yeah, constantly.
Yeah, I mean, 2 years of constantly working on it. If it was me, it would take me, I'd have to put it in my will for my wife to finish whatever I'm working on, because I'd never get to the end of it.
Yeah, but that's just how, like, I just, like, little chunks at a time, like, it would be like, I would crank out this appearance table, or like when it comes down to like spells, right? Like I would crank out like all level 4 spells and like then move on to something else. But I wouldn't like sit and do like all the spells, because I'd just get burned out. So I'd be like, I feel like doing level 5 spells. So I just smash them out and then like look around and see what I was missing. And it was like, all right, well, I needed like, I don't even know. So like you get to like to the max tables. It's like, all right, well, the dwarfling to the max table is not done, so I got to smash that out. So like I would just sit and hit it hard until I finally got everything I needed, and then move on to something else. There's some dope art.
You're the man. Yeah. So that top one there, for people who don't know, that one's going to be the GM screen.
That is the GM screen. Yep.
And it's killer. In color, it is
unbelievable.
Yeah.
So awesome.
It'll steal your eyes straight from you if you look at it too long.
Oh yeah, your face will melt. Yeah, we were talking about like Sega Genesis era beat 'em ups, and that's like what we wanted to do for the art for the screen.
Yeah, it's awesome. It almost kind of reminds me of, like, I remember when I was a little kid and you would get these books and they just had backgrounds and you could just stick stickers all over the backgrounds to create your own scene.
Yeah, like color forms.
Yeah, that's kind of what that reminded me of, but it actually all meshes together. In comparison to mine, it was like, I'm literally just sticking stickers onto the damn thing. It's not making any sense.
Yeah, but you had fun doing it.
Yeah, yeah.
All that matters. That's like to get on the Magic. So like I played Magic today with like, I built a deck last night with all the dungeons and stuff. Mm-hmm. And like I had so much fun like going, like delving into the dungeon and everything. I was like, who cares if I win or lose? Like I'm actually like having fun doing it.
Yeah, the dungeons are definitely cool. I kind of thought they were like sagas, but it's different. It's different than a saga.
Yeah.
The classes, I think, are more like sagas.
So the classes is an interesting thing. I thought, I didn't really ever look at them because I thought they were just auras, but they're not. They're there for you. They're not there for like to put on a creature. Mm-hmm. I thought that was dope because I just realized that today. I was like, well, because my buddy I was playing against, he played one. I was like, well, what are you attaching it to? And he's like, you don't. I was like, oh, well, that got a lot better.
Yeah.
So now I got to go back and actually look at him because I like threw him off, like. Written them off. I'm like, I don't really care because I don't like really mess with auras that much.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now I'm really interested. Now I'm gonna go back and actually look at them.
Yes.
So pretty much that's it. Actually, like in character creation. So then you would just.
What about sorry, my screen is small here. It says, I think it says saneness, where it says grit, agility, resolve, and death.
Yeah. That is saves.
Okay.
So like so you put in your saves. So like you go up to your handy dandy character, and it's got them all listed for you. So
Oh, okay.
So you go to Skull Jammer, and your grit save is 16, your agility is 16, your resolve is 14, and your death is 15.
So if, say, for instance, the Neon Lord, who is what you're calling the GM for your game,
Yep.
if the Neon Lord says, you're about to jump over this cavern, would you make a death save if you would die if you missed? Or is it for, like, if you're on death's door, you roll a death save?
Depends. So there is skill. So let's get to the adventuring. So it depends really on the Neon Lord. So let's say like it's like a bottomless pit. Then I would probably do a death save.
Okay.
But even then, if you look at, I don't know if it's actually in this section. So there are skill checks. They're roll under. So it's written somewhere. I don't know where it is. But like, let's say it's a jump that you got to make, and you have like a prowess of 15. You got to roll a 1 to 15 to make it.
Okay.
So like skills are roll under, like in like original Dungeons and Dragons, you roll under your skill, then you roll over for death saves and attacks.
Gotcha. Okay.
It should be written somewhere.
I'm sure it is.
But, yeah. I don't remember what I did with it. It's around somewhere.
It just means people need to buy the book.
Exactly. But I guarantee that is in there. So let's see. Let's go to most excellent of adventures, right? What were we talking about? Oh yeah, skills, death saves. All right. So when you get into a death save too, generally what happens is you hit. So we do a death saves. I remember. So when you get to 0, yep, you can. So if an attack is successful, roll up the damage using the corresponding dice, and any modifiers add to it. Yep. Then subtract that number from the character or creature's hit points. If a creature or character falls to 0 hit points, they are dead. When creatures, monsters, and NPCs hit 0 hit points, they die. Characters, on the other hand, have a bit of tenacity and have one final chance before their souls are released into the great aether. Roll a death save throw. If successful, they are unconscious. If they failed, they died. Yeah, so you get that one at death's door type thing.
Yeah.
But we also, as an optional rule, you can forego the death save and do rolling over the body. So like you can, like, if you're dead, like you get stabbed and you like fall and you're prone there, and then once the fight's over, your buddies can come up and roll you over, to see if you're alive. Mm-hmm. And it's a 1d4 roll rather than the death save. You can either be dead at 1 or like various, like you're a brain damage, so you lose some brain. You're alive, but your strength's been drained, so you lose your burliness ability score drops by 1. And then like Lord Randy be praised, like you're alive with 1 hit point, suffer the intense battle by losing 1 of each ability score and losing all your fortune points. But hey, like you're alive, like
yeah.
So like you can do that if you want. Rolling over the body is an optional rule.
Damn.
So
nice.
You can do that if you want to. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So yeah, I mean, I'm not a D&D guy, but we've talked so much about this game that I can't wait to watch everybody play it and have a good time with it. I mean,
yeah, it's wild.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be cool to see other people playing your game. Me just kind of hanging back and watching their experience. And like I said, not a big D&D guy. This game looks like a lot of fun. Rolling the character was way easier than I remember rolling D&D characters. Not a lot of math to it.
No. Cthulhu, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Just didn't want to talk over you because I'm fine. Listening just as much.
No, you're good. I was just going to ask you what, like, For one, what do you think of the character creation? And two, if you had any questions.
I mean, I'm a big fan of basic. I'm running a basic game right now, like to the point where I'm using Thaco, so like AC is gonna be I love it though, but. It doesn't matter. Like basically, my thoughts on the character that I'm making. I didn't know we were going to 5th level, so I need to look through some of the level 1 spells and whatnot. But otherwise, my plan is just to go with Bruticorn. I'm gonna get the Glorious Mane because that's just kind of what it comes with.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're kind of you don't have to.
Fortunately, that's I'll just be throwing that back.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to go with the Punky Brewmeister's side of that. And my idea for this character is just to play him kind of as like a fighter, but with a shotgun.
Yeah.
And just, standing forward, leaning on the Brutal Blast spell and locked on target. Now I'm looking at like Napalm or Spread Shot because we're doing like level 5 dual wielding shotguns, which sounds great. Otherwise, I really like to do just a simple character and then kind of let his backstory be the story or whatever. So
right, yeah. I mean, that's like in the true BX fashion.
Absolutely. So yeah, I rolled 40 gold, bought a fanny pack, and I want to fill that with crack. How many cracks can I get with 30 gold?
That's a good question.
And then I'll just have as many spazzes as I can. And I will I guess I might buy another shotgun or whatever. Give one of the spazzes the shotgun and kind of teach him how to be a brutal corn with crack, using it as like a reward system. Anytime he does something good.
Kind of like a carrot on a stick.
Exactly.
I don't think I ever priced out drugs, honestly. I'll have to do that.
But I mean, if you want to write that in teeth as well, I'm sure I probably have some teeth lying around.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to do that. I don't have drugs listed as. Interesting. Never thought of that. I'll have to. I can go through. I'll just put the prices next to each drug in the pick your poison section. So let's say what?
So let's talk about that for a second, because not a lot of games. I know in Call of Cthulhu, there's a lot of drinking. There might be some drugs in there, but you actually have a section on drugs and addiction. So let's kind of talk about that and what the, obviously you're not condoning drug use and all that stuff because people will watch this and say that you're some kind of drug trafficker and
it's funny. It's funny, there's so much emphasis on drugs in it because of because we based it on 80s, 90s post-apocalyptic movies, like Judge Dredd and stuff. And Judge Dredd has so much drug use because you always think it's anytime they talk about the future back then, there's drugs are everywhere and run rampant, crime and drugs run the streets. But I've never done a drug in my life, honestly. It's funny because I live this straight edge life, but then write this whole book about drugs.
Well, I mean, you're exactly right. I mean, that's because when they were making movies about the future, that's what was happening in the present, and it almost seemed like there wasn't an end.
Exactly.
It almost seemed like there wasn't an end to it, so it would be continuing in the future. So I just want whoever's watching this, Brian is not condoning any kind of drug use or minimizing anyone's addiction or anything like that. It's just that goes with the retro and nostalgic feel of the game.
Yeah, generally the people who love it get it that it's that feel and the nostalgia of the game, how they thought about the future back then. It was the Reagan's war on drugs at the time, a lot was going on.
Yeah. And obviously it's not, I just don't, I don't want people to think that you're taking light to it, and it's not,
Right, yeah.
A lot of people were harmed in that era, and it's not like you're poking fun at it or anything like that.
No, yeah, I got you. What were you saying, Cthulhu?
Oh, yeah, and my thought, I'm kind of just not a bad guy, but not a good guy either. I'm an 80s, sort of second in command villain.
Yeah,
character.
Gordon Gekko.
Yeah, like pretty much just anybody in like one of the punk characters in Rumble in the Bronx or something. Just
Oh, Rumble in the Bronx! What a good movie.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch that. Yeah, so let's go 10 gold per crack rock.
All right, I got 3 cracks then.
All right, cool.
Just reminds me of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where they go to buy the crack, and he's like, 2, please.
Yeah.
2 what? 2 crack rocks?
Dude, Always Sunny is like the best.
Yeah.
Write this note down before I forget. I'm listening. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I was just talking about It's Always Sunny. But, yeah, man. I think this game's going to be awesome. Cthulhu, thank you for telling us about your character. People get a little bit of a hint on your character. I think the Bruticorn is cool. That's the one that really jumps out to me. Since we're talking about movies, another movie that is more modern but has that kind of old feel to it is Hobo with a Shotgun. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
I have. There's actually a reference to it.
Okay.
In the book.
I gotta ask, is the Spaz with the shotgun a reference to Hobo with the Shotgun, or do you actually have a Hobo with the shotgun?
Oh, no, there's actually a Hobo with a shotgun.
Great.
Like, if you go to the monsters section, I can't. Yeah, there he is. Hobo with a shotgun.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So they get nasty. I had a hobo with a shotgun, like in playtesting, like pretty much obliterate the whole party.
Oh, damn.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he just crushed them.
Huh.
It's pretty awesome. But yeah, Spaz with a shotgun is another reference to it. Yeah, but hobo with a shotgun is generally like actually there.
It's just that it has that perfect, downtrodden versus the yuppies, like 90s, 80s, 90s feel to it.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah,
it's like one of my favorite movies.
I think it's great.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Well, is there anything else we want to go through for character creation?
Let me look at the character sheet real quick. I think we filled it out.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that I don't have is actually the hit dice and the speed, but that comes under the class of the character.
Yeah, hit dice is 1d4.
1d4, okay.
Yep, so like every time you level up, you just roll your hit dice, and that's how many extra hit points you get for that level.
Gotcha.
And then speed, I believe he's 35. Most humanoids go to 35. Hold on. Oh, that's not it. 30 feet. Yeah, he's a little slower. All those, all that candy ingested. But yeah, it's all there. So then we got that. Got speed, hairstyle, down, class, level, blah blah blah. Attacks. Oh well, you get the brass knuckles.
Yep.
So brass knuckles deal 1d4 damage. And then let's see, just double check real quick. So yeah, we got your attack, and you put your spells down. You're not mutated.
How does can you get mutations throughout leveling up?
Oh yeah, you can get mutated all the time. You'll be lucky. You'll get mutated at least once.
Okay.
Definitely. Like there's so much stuff that mutates you. So there's like you got the whole mutation. God damn it, I went too far. Okay, so yeah, generally like minor mutations is what happens, but then like you can get majorly mutated or you can get mega mutated. So yeah,
what's the difference between a minor and a mega? Just so we have a frame of reference.
All right, so here, roll me a d20. Let's find out.
All right,
we'll roll on each one.
11.
So if you were minorly mutated, you would have a rat face. So you -2 to your attitude, +2 to your sleaze. You have a keen sense of smell, able to smell enemies up to 50 feet away. So like generally like not the worst thing. Some of them are pretty not.
Other than having a rat face, it actually is kind of helpful.
I know, like, yeah, it is. It really is. I know last game we played, and that's the one I tried to record.
Yeah.
And I fucked it up. One of the meat shields actually ended up getting nacho blood mutation. And he like had auto tune, so he was like his voice turned into auto tune. I know that's one somewhere. Oh yeah, mechanical voice, and when you sing, it sounds auto tuned. So he got auto tuned nacho blood, and it was pretty funny. Because I have a voice modulator thing that I use like when I DM and stuff.
Yeah.
And then it has auto tune, so every time I talked for him, like he was auto tuned up, and it was fucking awesome. All right, so roll me another d20. So now you're majorly mutated.
3.
3, you have iron guts. You are immune to poison.
Nice.
So like, yeah, and then they get like, major gets like obviously like more in depth, like phantom limbs, like your arms are completely invisible, or like you could turn into a triclops, like stuff like that. And then roll me a 20 for the mega. We'll see what happens.
18.
18. Bark at the moon. You begin to rapidly de-age as your body grows black fur, sharp teeth, and claws. You have transformed into a werewolf teenager.
Damn, so just completely change your whole person.
Yeah, generally mega, like it's a completely different world for you. I know, like I know you can turn into like a sentient puddle of like, I don't even know where it is. Body was nothing more than a skeleton. No, megamorphing. There is one somewhere that it's like you turn into like a sentient ooze. Oh, bread for the sludge. Strange. No, that's strange gills. Goblin. You can turn into a goblin.
This reminds me of that black sludge from Creepshow.
Yep, exactly.
Thinking of RoboCop when the guy falls into the toxic waste barrel.
Yeah,
but then you just continue to deal with it as you go.
Yeah, the mutant in RoboCop is pretty unsettling. I feel like, why is he there? First of all, like he's creepily weird, and it does not really fit the movie, especially that part towards the end. He just like shows up, very strange,
and gets hit by a car. Like it's one of the weirdest, unsettling things. But that's why RoboCop is RoboCop.
Yeah, and that's like another huge influence on this. Obviously, is RoboCop.
Oh yeah, for sure, Bixby.
Yeah, Bixby himself is like, I mean, like it's.
I think that's my favorite GIF. That's my go-to GIF. If I want anything, I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Yeah, like we got it. Like he got it down to a.
I mean, that's so good, dude. That is such.
Yeah.
That's so good art.
Yeah, he did insane. He did Bixby. I have him doing like the main characters of like the story arc. So he did Bixby, the President, and Terror Rex. So far.
So good, man.
Yeah, he's killing it on those. He did something else too, but I can't talk about it because he did the art for the secret class that's hidden in the book. That's hidden in the book somewhere.
Don't tell anyone. It's on the very last page.
Let's see. It's not on the last page. I'll show you the last page. It's just an ad for Glug Chug on the last page. Because of course I had to pad out because I was at 247, and then the printer's like, you need a page. And I was like, all right. So then I just made that. I'll probably obviously fill it up with something down here too. Like I can't stand like page without something else on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why there's like another lactoplasm ad on there. There's like ads everywhere. And then like the computer terminals. Like
yeah, I saw those. They're like covered in blood.
Yep. It's like, well, how can I fill it up? And then it's got like from the computer waves, Detroit Prime directives get flashed over them for all the humanoids living in the sectors, if you will.
Awesome. So the reason, before we kind of wrap it up, the reason that we're doing this, showing character creation again, is because we're doing a live stream on the 31st. Fingers crossed I can get Twitch to work correctly. It's not really Twitch's. It's not really Twitch is messing up. It's the lack of computer that I have.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. If we have to, we'll record it. Either way, we'll get it up there so people can watch it. And like I said, the most important thing is to shine light on your game, because obviously you've taken a lot of time. You have a lot of backers from Kickstarter that are going to be purchase this. I mean, when you backing's not buying, obviously, but at the tier you get the book.
Right.
So, and again, you spent a lot of time, a lot of great art in this. And one of the things that I love to focus on is the art and, what you did with this, formulating everything, laying out everything. That's its own kind of artwork. It takes a lot of time to brainstorm all this stuff and then make it work. So,
yeah,
I mean, I appreciate
exhausting.
I appreciate you for just being a creator. You're a hell of a nice guy.
Yeah.
You've introduced me to my Lord and Savior, Lord Randy.
Most important thing.
I hope that I can, live in the ways that Randy would want me to. I ate an extra Slim Jim today in remembrance of Randy. I put extra creamer because the cream always rises to the top.
That is true.
And I just say brother in my everyday life now. So, I mean, I can't thank you enough for introducing me to my new Lord and Savior.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me around. I enjoy coming on and chit-chatting.
Yeah, man. And we're going to have you for more games other than your game too. And
yeah, I'm all about it.
yeah. So in October, I want to do a bunch of like horror themed things, because that's my quote unquote brand, is spooky shit.
Right.
But yeah, we can talk more about that later. But for now, that's character creation. This is Neon Lords of Toxic Wasteland. Buy the book. He basically showed you every single page of the book.
Pretty damn close, yeah.
Yeah. Figure out who the secret class is. Get back to Brian, and Brian will get with me, and I'll send you this Neon Lord sticker.
Ooh.
So
yeah, you just gotta tell me. If somebody tells me the name of the class, that's all you get. Or that's all I need, and it is doable.
Tell them the name of the class. Go ahead and let everybody know where they can find you on Twitter and Discord and all that stuff. I'll make sure I put it in the description as well.
Yeah, I think it's just Neon Lords RPG across the board.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is it.
I don't remember.
Probably. Hold on, we can find it now. Thank you.
Google.
Thank you again to. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just saying, if you Google Neon Lords, I'm sure it pops up. Yeah, Neon Lords RPG on Twitter.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever. It's there. Yeah.
It is there.
Things.
I'm so disappointed we couldn't get Twitch up and go. Well, we got Twitch up and going, but got so many retweets on this that like people would have actually tuned in, and unfortunately, like my wife texted me and was like, "Hey, are you done? Because you're not on Twitch anymore." I'm like, "Yeah, no, I can't."
Yeah, that's all good. Life happens.
Yep. All right, man. Well, thank you for sharing your game. Thank you for letting me create a throwaway character. And I hope that the players for the game coming up on the 31st know what they're getting themselves into, because I have a feeling that if you don't roll a backup character, you're probably going to die. So if they watch this, I would suggest that they roll a backup character, or else you're going to be sitting there alone and lonely for a long time crying.
Well, Jared died in the last one.
Did he?
Yeah. He biffed it pretty hard.
Oh.
I should have named my character Biff. I'm looking forward to dying. Thank you guys for having me for this character creation and all that stuff.
Thanks for jumping on with us.
Yeah, no problem. I'm looking forward to playing too, of course.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, it's going to be awesome.
It is going to be awesome. I can't wait for it. Cthulhu Cakes, thank you.
Yeah, this is like, I throw ideas around with, like a couple dudes here and there. And then like it's going to be a special adventure I got planned for this.
Nice. You guys are getting a one of a kind. And who better than the creator themselves?
That is true. Sometimes, I guess. I'm sure there's people out there that can probably run it better than me.
And you know what? Then they can make their own damn game. Screw those people.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm like the best DM, so like it's hard.
It's all right. You're fun to play with because you're like when we first played together and we played Hypnagogic Jerks, you just played a skeleton essentially that always had his shades on no matter what. Yep. And you killed that dude on the bridge after it basically almost killed us.
Yeah,
I think you ripped
my
yeah.
There he is.
Yeah.
Chill.
I think you like put your hand through his chest or something like that.
Yeah, I probably did. That sounds about right. I gotta put this is like my favorite. I know. There we go. We'll just put Joe Exotic back there.
Hey, he's getting out of jail, man.
Is he?
Yeah. I think Wednesday or Thursday, I think he was not exonerated, but I think that they're going to let him go. And matter of fact, amazing. I was listening to last podcast on the left on Side Stories. They were saying that he's holding a bachelor type game for 3 people when he gets out because he was so sure he's getting out. So now there's 3 souls that are going to be lost to Mr. Exotic once again.
Hell yeah, I'm all about it.
Everybody needs love, man. Everyone needs love. And, it doesn't matter who you are. You need to be loved, convicted felon or not.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's my hero.
There's your new class, man. Animal Wrangler.
We need him to play with us.
Oh, dude. I will send an email. I don't know who I'm going to send it to, but I'll send an email.
So it's funny you bring it up. So like, Cameo, you ever see that?
Yeah.
Like ads. So there is a Cameo, like a business account you can make to where you can hire celebrities to sit in Zoom meetings with you. So I'm going to just hire them to play a game with us. Like get somebody like famous and then kind of force the game onto them. It's like, well, I paid you for this Zoom meeting. Now you have to play my game with me.
Yeah.
Oh, man. The problem, that work.
Huh?
You're really making them put in that work.
Yeah. But the problem is it's like hella expensive. It's like $2,000 for some of these people. But, oh, man, wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah,
that would be like
Kickstarter.
I would love Macaulay Culkin. Like I had a dream list. I was telling my wife, like, if I could get like celebrities to play. Like, I think I could get Macaulay Culkin, not even like pay. I could probably get him.
I mean, I'm sure there's ways around money.
Yeah, but like he did, he's always on Angry Video Game Nerd.
Oh, okay.
Like, so I think he would be down just to play, just because he's a solid dude.
Hit him up on Instagram, man. Hit him up on Twitter. Say, hey, come play my game.
I was starting a Joe Manganiello like campaign to try to get him to play with us, but I don't know. That's a lot of work to try to get like all these people.
Yeah,
that I don't have time for.
Yep.
But once the book finally gets to the printer and like it's out of my hair, then I can like do all that stuff.
Dude, what you should do is maybe take a couple and maybe get them printed just in paperback or something like that, so it's a little bit less money. And send them off to those celebrities saying, hey, here's my game. I want to play it with you.
Yeah, especially like, I think that's probably what I'm going to have to do, unfortunately.
That would be cool, man.
Yeah, I definitely, like, that's my goal. At least get one. Or like Sean Astin would be another good one.
Yeah, actually, he's the guy that played Sam, right? In Lord of the Rings?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I was at Baltimore Comic-Con. I was a volunteer, and they needed bodyguards for the celebrities. And my buddy was a bodyguard for Sean Astin. And basically, like, if the people were there too long, we would move them along. And I was the bodyguard for fucking Hodor. Me, a bodyguard for Hodor.
Yeah, that's like that. What's his name there? The Aquaman guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Like the meme of like his bodyguards are like 2 feet shorter than him. It's like, well, what are they gonna do? Like Jason Momoa could probably take care of it himself.
These people paid $50 an autograph for the guy who played Hodor to hold open like my Barbie dream house doors. Like literally just picture with him holding it open.
Oh my god,
Dude, it is insane the things that people did, and Sean Astin just, you could tell he's been in Hollywood his whole entire life because he just talked nonstop. Yep. Hell of a nice guy though, but you could tell like it was a put on. There's no doubt about it.
well, maybe I don't want him then.
No.
Corey Feldman would be another good one too.
I don't know if you could keep him in check, man.
Corey Feldman?
Yeah.
Or maybe. He's on that cameo. Tony Wiseau would be insane.
Oh my god. I don't even know if I could keep a straight face the whole entire time if he was on.
And then the big thing too is Jeff Goldblum is doing that 5th edition game.
Yeah.
With that, so like he's already opened the door. So there's probably celebrities out there shopping for games.
I'm sure, man. Post Malone plays Magic the Gathering, for Christ's sake.
That's true. He definitely made me a lot of money.
Why is that?
I sold a ton of cards.
Oh.
This prices went up
After he plays? Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
So he made me a couple bucks.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, I turned around and bought more Magic with it, but still.
Well, yeah, of course. That's how addiction works.
And this is like, I haven't liked a set like this in like probably 10 years.
I just got 2 more pre-release packs, and the first one I got a Vorpal Sword as like the giveaway thing or whatever, and then I just for this one I went to a different shop called the Game Haven, and they gave me 2 booster packs per pre-release that you got, so I got an additional 4 draft booster packs.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so hopefully I can actually pull a mythic out of this one. I got, well, obviously 6 rares, and they were of decent value, but give it a month and they'll be like $1 a piece.
$1.
Yeah.
Really how it is.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
I almost feel like Randy Savage is taunting me in the background of your background.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just listening. He's like, all right, yeah, I'm here now. All right, what's going on? What?
He's inviting you to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go ahead and end it. Brian, thank you. Cthulhu Cakes, thank you for
no problem.
for being
Thanks
here.
for having me.
I want to start doing roundtables. Also, before I start talking about roundtables, I started a Patreon for anybody who's listening. Patreon.com/Rollers of Relay. Brian is a $3 tier patron. A $3 tier patron gets you one of my cool ass holographic stickers and a cool ass pen. And I will be deeply indebted to you for the rest of my life, or until I end Patreon and not do this anymore. But I love doing this. This is a lot of fun.
Hella fun.
So
Super fun.
So I have $1 tier, which is like a general just support. $3 tier gets you a sticker and a pen. $5 tier gets you the sticker and the pen, plus you get to have input on an exclusive Patreon only one shot that will be happening a month. $10 tier will get you everything that I've already said, plus you get access to, I'm going to say it wrong, you get access to the one shot, and there's one more thing that you get, but I forget what it is. But the $20 tier will get you everything, plus a seat at the table for the one shot, or if you're a Magic the Gathering fan, you will get a Magic the Gathering booster pack of at least $20 value, because that's the value of the Patreon tier. Or you can be part of like booster box openings and stuff like that, and we can talk about, buying at however much I buy the booster packs for and all that stuff. So it'd be cool to do, like, I see people do like battles and things like that. So people go in on the boxes together, they battle, whoever gets the most points wins the whole entire box kind of thing. But anyway, that would be cool. I just have a bunch of ideas, not a lot of capital, but everything extra that I do have goes into Rollers of Relay. So you can use code RORPOD at dieharddice.com for this month, next month, and the month after that. So it's good for 3 months. And you'll save 10%, and a percentage of that goes to Rollers of Relay to help Rollers of Relay hopefully save up and get a better computer so I can stream on Twitch and not have a heart attack every time I do it. But yeah, thank you guys for being on here. Thanks to everyone listening to us ramble. We went over character creation today. On the 31st, we will be playing Neon Lords of the Toxic Wasteland, the special one-shot written by Brian, and Brian will also be the Neon Lord, which is the GM for Neon Lords of the Toxic Wasteland. Cthulhu Cakes will be there. Some members from Mythical Rollers will be there. Jared, the owner and creator of Hypersigil Games, will be there. Michael Harmon will be there. It's just going to be a lot of cool people who love RPGs and really support Brian and everything he's done with Neon Lords. And I mean, Michael Harmon's got artwork in the game, so he's got skin in the game. So
It does.
thank you guys. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I had a blast talking to you. Want to do roundtables? When I do roundtables, I'll make sure to hit you up, and Cthulhu Cakes, I'll hit you up as well.
Yep. I'll always be down to chit chat. I can talk all day.
Cool. All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.